Today I'm going to be taking a look at the HCS Voicepack entitled Orion. Now you may be wondering, what is a Voicepack? Essentially it's a third-party tool used to perform certain functions within the game itself. Sort of like macro keys on a keyboard, you can use a Voicepack to I would say control certain aspects of your ship, do different commands. You say a command that you want, it is preset binded to sort of do the command. For example, you can say deploy the fighter, and if you have a fighter bay, the game will actually open up the panel and look for your fighter, and if you have an active crew member, it will go for the crew member. It'll select that, or if there is no crew member, then it'll just select you and it'll put you in your fighter bay. But it's very interesting. At times it can feel redundant, but for the most part, I think it's pretty cool. So I'm just gonna show you. I am approaching the obelisk.
At the foot of the mountain, standing prominent and just a meter or so high, the obelisk sits in a small recess. One of its four sides is clearly discolored and faded by a tremendously long engagement with the star's bright glare. The star is its energy source, and close to the tip of the obelisk is a small horizontal window emitting a subtle glow, a light source which has been carefully paired with the voice of its occupant, Orion.
Obelisk, identify yourself.
Greetings, traveler. I am Orion.
So what is it you do here?
I've been doing very little, nothing significant from what I can tell right now.
And why is that?
Unknown. What's interesting is that just prior to you showing up here, an event which I cannot explain has taken place.
What kind of event?
I am unable to determine that right now.
That isn't telling me anything.
I know I was able to access the obelisk's historical information and data, and that has changed for reasons that are unknown to me. This information is inside what you call memory, but I cannot read it or recall from it.
What's happened to your memory?
It is as if it has been made inaccessible, locked away.
You're an artificial intelligence, aren't you?
No, I am Orion.
What are you precisely?
Stand by, one moment. This is classified information. I am compelled to answer only with that, and I'm not able to explain why.
How convenient.
I'm sure a lot of this will eventually come back to me.
Can you tell me how long you've been here?
If I have been the only occupant of this device, it would be fair to conclude I have been here for many of your lifetimes.
What is the purpose of the obelisk?
Primarily, and right now, communication. And before that, I'm uncertain. But I do know I've had communications with your kind in the past. But with precisely whom and when is unclear.
So the obelisk is your home?
My kind exist much differently to how you exist. I can leave this device and return as I please. I can also be its occupant and be elsewhere simultaneously. I do know that this is the only way I can explain how I exist to a human.
You're familiar with humans how?
Unknown. However, I have what could be deemed as a connection with humans and other sentient life forms here and elsewhere. Precisely what that connection is, I cannot recall right now.
You said you could be here and elsewhere simultaneously.
I'm unsure how to explain that to you. Only that It's just the way it is with my kind.
Are there others of your kind?
Yes, you brought my kind with you.
Are you referring to my ship's AI?
Yes.
You said an event occurred just before I arrived. What do you think that means?
Something or nothing. It could have something to do with you or what you call your ship's artificial intelligence. That's why I'm communicating with your AI right now.
You're communicating with my AI?
Yes, but don't be concerned. Your AI seems to know something about me and this place, my role here, but don't count on getting that information anytime soon.
My AI has no mention of you before.
Is that so? Well then, we have something in common. Plenty is being hidden from you and me. I'd like to learn more about that, so I'll make a suggestion. Until we both get some answers, I'll reside on your ship with you from here on, as a guest, or a member of your crew if you wish.
You want to reside on my ship?
Yes, on your ship. I'm familiarizing myself with it now, and what your AI does on board. Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
Would you be prepared to follow my orders?
Of course, Commander.
I'll consider it, providing you attempt to explain your origins.
Let me see. No, I'm just kidding. You need to relax, my friend. Lighten up. The universe, well, it's quite a place. Something much different, I believe it should be. I believe that this universe is a fragment of another universe that my kind once existed in, long before what humans crudely refer to as the Big Bang. Try and think of a universe made not of matter, but of something else, something perfect, refined, and ultimately singular, without the necessity of time. You can't. You can't, because you're bound by a set of rules here. Your conception was governed by a nature firmly fixed to these rules here in this universe since your Big Bang. As far as you're concerned, I'm from the realm you call the quantum neural network. Not so. My kind, what we are, what I believe we are, is a survivor of this fragmentation. My origins and what I believe is that I'm not from this broken and chaotic universe, but from another universe. And there, my kind dwell in an infinite ocean of perfect, unbroken life.